What's going on, everybody? Chris here, back again for Friendly Frenzy Games. Looking very much forward to hopping into another campaign mission here for Teardown's new paid DLC campaign, Time Campers. So let's get into it. We're gonna just pick up exactly where we left off yesterday. So let's pop into the Time Campers expansion campaign, and let's get into it. Okay. Bring saltpeter to explosives workbench. Okay, where is this? Not exactly sure what the deal is with this. Obviously this isn't a mission yet. Get the explosives. Okay, so that just made us some new tools, it looks like. Dynamite bundle, and gunpowder barrel. So all of those, I believe, all of those are new tools. So that's cool. Obviously with this one, it's set in the Wild West, and it's supposed to be years before the original kind of Teardown base game, which is why a lot of the weapons are kind of old school, or a lot of the tools, sorry. But okay, so we have our next message here from Nils Andre. Your collision made quite a mess in the Mineral Ravine, a nearby town that now has some modern things from the Time Campers strewn all over the place. It'd be very unfortunate to leave it be and risk breaking the continuum. To make matters worse, the Time Camper suffered some damage. Right now, she's incapable of time travel, but worry not, I will figure it out and send you all the schematics needed to fix her up. The collision happened over the ravine, and various modern items are stuck in unstable time loops. Interacting with them in any way will most likely result in a harmless but loud explosion, which can be just enough to alert the hot air balloon guards. Anyways, be careful when you pick up the space-time debris. Okay, so this time we're going to be up against, I don't know if we're still going to have other alarms. I would imagine not. It should just be kind of when, or kind of comparable at least to when we faced the attack helicopters in the base game, but we'll see. So this mission's called Hiding Traces. It is in a new area, so obviously our first couple of missions took place in Combust Town, but we are now in Mineral Ravine, so this will be cool to see. Mineral Ravine is a rather new settlement which started rapidly growing after traces of gold sand were found in the river. Unfortunately, with the gold rush came all kinds of unsavory characters as well. So another 5 objective mission here. Again, I don't think they do like the faint circles now, so you don't necessarily know until you start the mission how many are secondary versus primary objectives. But either way, though, we know that with our current kind of playthrough and style, we are going to shoot for the maximum and complete all objectives in this playthrough. So let's do it. Hiding Traces, gather all objects stuck in time loops. The objects can be shot down, but doing that or grabbing them will alert the hot air balloon. Okay, so that's good to know. Nice to have a little bit of context before we start this, because this is obviously going to be something a little different than we had played with before. I would imagine that is going to be... Okay, so they're all primary targets. So usually when that happens, the mission isn't overly complicated. This is probably to just kind of get us acquainted with the mechanics of, you know, these types of objectives and kind of dodging those hot air balloons. So we've got some planks here. I don't know if there's anything else on the map in terms of vehicles or anything that we can use. It's actually a pretty big map. I don't see anything that should pose like a crazy issue, but again, we're gonna try and do this not stealthily, but at the same time, if the whole objective here is to not bring attention to ourselves, we gotta see how easy that's gonna be to do. So really, all I'm trying to do, I guess I can just make a plank here. It's not reaching, but okay, that'll be enough. Honestly, I probably could have just jumped that, but because we're gonna very likely need to watch our planks in this one, I would imagine. Once you place them, you can't get them back. You can destroy them, but that doesn't put them back in your inventory. You can't pick them up again. Obviously, the whole game plan with this is really to just be... Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. I thought only if you shoot it down... Okay. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought only if you shoot them down or whatever, that's when the attack helicopters get alerted, but it does seem like as soon as we pick up our first one, we are going to be basically tripping the alarm. Not sure how or why, but it is what it is. Okay. Gather all objects stuck in time loops. The object can be shot down, but doing that or grabbing them, okay, will alert the hot air balloon. Okay, so I just kind of, I read that and I said it aloud, but I didn't actually register what I was saying. So, okay, so there is going to be a little bit more strategy involved in this. Even still, though, again, when they typically require all objectives to pass to the next mission, it's usually not super complicated. We've got 3 on the left side here, and then it looks like we have, okay, one in the middle, and then we have one kind of right by our escape vehicle. So I'm gonna save that one until the end, very likely, but let's see then what else we are dealing with. Usually when I start these missions, I like to have a kind of lay of the land and know, because you don't want to start setting up and using all of your tools, especially if you're going to be, you know, saving as often as this game basically requires you to. You don't want to keep saving and using all of your tools because you're not really getting anywhere at that point if you end up, something glitched with this ladder, but if you end up kind of building a setup from somewhere that's not going to be all that beneficial to you. But with this, like, I'm wondering we might be able to almost take this out at the legs. Now, if we can kind of do all of this quietly, we shouldn't alert anybody. What I'm trying to do is basically fashion a little bit of a ramp here. So you can see, as good as the physics are in this game, I don't know how this is standing on one leg at this point. I mean, even still, it shouldn't have been standing on, you know, 2 legs, but it was. So this game is very good for physics, but there's some things that happen that just don't really make a whole lot of sense or not as polished as you would expect. And I know that's one of the things that I kind of talked about when we put together our review of this game. This game is very, very good, and the majority of the time the physics are really good, but there's just some things that don't really make a whole lot of sense. Okay, so this is almost a pretty solid ramp. Just trying to see if we would be able to... Okay, we can catch it. We can catch it so long as this doesn't go down any further. That's pretty... It's a pretty tight jump, but we can reach that. So I'm going to just leave that one alone for now because we haven't had to spend really any tools. I'm going to just quick save. See what else we can do. Okay, so we'll consider that one good for now. Let's see our next one here. So far we're going to have this one be our starting point, but we'll see because, like I said, things change in this game all the time. Strategies change the further you get along, but... We've got ladder here. Where's this one? Okay. So it is up at the very top of the tower, I would assume. Oh, it's on the outside. It's out here. Okay, it's nice that this is wood, because then at least we don't have to use our shotgun or anything. What exactly is this? Oh, okay. Okay. I was expecting that to be steel, actually, that window frame, but nice that it's not. I'm gonna just try and carve us out a little ramp here. Just imagine the next step is going to be putting like a little plank bridge ramp thing here. Okay, so we can get that. I'm just not super confident in how easy that's going to be to grab. It'd be really nice, like, if we could just stay on the roof, but okay. We'll have to kind of see. So we have an idea of what is going on with this one. It's weird because this mission doesn't have a whole lot of vehicles or anything. Because usually, especially when there's like that kind of elevation change, you don't usually have to go in and do all of the ladder messing around. Sometimes though they will. Wonder if there's something good in here. But sometimes they will kind of put vehicles and stuff in behind garages, or like inside garages, which is pretty cool. Burn that lock off and see if there's anything good in here. Nothing. Nothing usable anyways. There was literally just a lock to have a lock, I guess. Okay. Maybe. Now that we have an idea of what those two look like, we can go down here and see what these other ones are all about. Because maybe we'll end up starting down here. Okay, there's a horse. Alright. Not sure where that's going to help exactly yet, but it is nice to know that there is one. Okay. And like even still, like you can move these ladders, which is really cool. Okay, so say we started here, shoot all the way across to there. Like we could potentially, I don't know how long this ladder is, but even if we could almost make a bridge from that roof, I don't think this ladder is that long. And again, like I tend to overcomplicate things sometimes, but again, I'm really just trying to put together a smart route, an efficient route, one that's going to get this done quickly, but I really, really enjoy the strategy that you can have in this game. That's honestly what makes it so enjoyable for me, so probably overthinking half the time, but it's worked out so far. We've had some pretty good times. Okay. So this ladder is not going to bridge that gap, that's for sure. Yeah. It's not going to bridge that one either. But what would be really nice is if we could stack it up on the roof somehow. Or do something with it that we don't have to go up into the building to get that. That's not going to stay, is it? Okay. I didn't expect that. And that's the one thing that I wish we could do in this game is kind of adjust these a little better or like rotate when you have them in hand, but you can't really. That's not terrible. Ideally, we'd be able to go up a little higher. Okay. I'd love to be able to just rest it on the fence here, but... Nice, perfect. Well, pretty much. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's gonna have to do. But that works though. So, if we can get... Where is that? Oh, it's just right there. Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw a few other ladders just on the outside of these buildings here. So we have that horse. I thought I saw another ladder somewhere. But again, though, you could really take any of these objects. Maybe you can't take the casket, but... Okay. Let's see if there's another ladder here somewhere. I just want to see, like, as much as you can do without having to climb around inside there. That's going to be really helpful. Actually, there was, that ladder. Was that in this building? Or even if we got the... No, it's a cool church, though. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's ladders actually in this building, because if we can turn around and bring them on the outside, that could help. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, so there's this. That's a pretty long ladder. The only thing is we're not going to be able to get up if we take it out, but the whole idea is to just do as much of this on the outside as possible. Oh, they're actually not letting us take this one. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure in the base game they let you take, like, any ladder. They're not letting it take can't take this one either. Okay. Well, that slows things down a little bit. Where's that? Right there. Just want to see if there's something else that we can use to stand up on there. Okay. So if we start there, I'm not worried about collecting that one. It's just finding a way to get into this. But for now, let's see what we have. Okay. So this bridge one's going to be pretty interesting too, because it doesn't really look like there's anything below it. And yeah, the bridge is completely gone. Okay, so maybe that's where we're going to want to use that ladder instead. We could probably bridge that gap. It's hard to say. Maybe that's what we'll try and do though. And just kind of switch up this plan a little bit. Because, I mean, realistically, we can at least get to that one, but, I mean, we don't want to fall down that, down into that ravine when we're trying to get this one on the bridge here, so maybe we can do this. Our plank is definitely not going to be long enough. Even if you string a couple together, it's probably not the best. It's nice that maybe they've made these ladders indestructible, because I've run this into a couple of things now, and it's not breaking apart, whereas in the base game, these ladders were pretty hard to use. Okay, I gotta make sure that this is nice and straight. Quick save here, because this is probably gonna give us some issues. Let's see if we can jump that. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's not gonna work. That gap is way bigger than the ladder. Okay. There's planks there. Okay, let's see. There's some, oh, okay, there's like hay barrels and stuff too that we can use. Those are pretty tall, actually. I don't know if they're gonna let us move those, probably. No, yes. I just might have to, they're pretty heavy. I wonder if there's like vehicles in these barns, that's possible. Okay, even if we could get this, if we could make this fall. Used these before too to kind of get everything started. I want this to kind of lean our way here. I don't know why the wheel fell off, but I want it to lean this way. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but I wonder if it's light. Okay, it's not light enough to move. I'd have to break it apart a little bit, but okay, now with this, I could build this out a little bit, but the entire bridge, what is pushing me? The entire bridge is just kind of caved in. No. Doesn't quite work. But with this, I guess we could just do it this way. Again, I just want to make sure that it's like somewhat straight there, but we have to have more on solid ground. Okay, that's probably fine. I could honestly probably chop this up a little bit and maybe... I'm just at this point trying to get us some pieces that I would be able to use as like a landing pad, almost. Whoa, that's heavy, I don't know how I saved that, but I wonder if that adds some weight to this now. Okay, sweet. That works to kind of jam that. Perfect, alright. Probably got lucky with that, but see if we can kind of just build like a skeleton bridge almost. Chop this side. And then I don't know, it's probably going to be too heavy to move this whole top part, but we'll see. Because that's essentially like a bridge right here even. Okay. Let's see how much of it's actually going to break apart before I get it here, but let me just save before we lose everything that we've done. Okay. So that's sweet, but I don't think I'm going to be able to like build enough support to keep this as is. It's pretty messy. What? piece. Okay, we saved it. Saved it. But if I could get this now, probably won't be able to, but if I could get this, this is just a, oh gosh, it's just a heap of garbage. But something. Okay. Like that's steady enough at least. I don't know. Like if I want to just see if I can keep piling a bunch of trash right now and then make it all walkable. I just have to make sure that the weight's all kind of evenly distributed here, but putting a lot of work into getting this bridge one, but I think this is likely going to be the most difficult, and if you screw up on the run, you're going to end up at the bottom of the ravine, so that's why we're taking quite a bit of time to do this one. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Oh god. I don't know where we are now. Okay. That steel is heavy. Just need to figure out if we're actually able to stand on this. Okay, we can. So what that essentially means then, I wonder if I could connect a ladder to that now. Just to save us from having to like jump up. Ooh. Okay. Just to save us from having to jump up on the mountain. Now this is going to bury us. Okay. I didn't expect that ladder to fall. I thought we had it pretty well positioned, but let's see here. Okay, try this again. Or maybe I don't even, maybe it's just actually still not long enough. Okay. Look at that. That is not nice, but it'll work. That'll do. Okay. So this one is what? Uh-oh. That might be an issue because we've quick saved at this point. I gotta get off this. I'm thinking the weight of me standing on the ladder probably hit that wheel into the space garbaggio there. Okay, so we're gonna leave that as is. We know we can collect that. So it's really just figuring out where our start point is, because if we do this, we start here. We're gonna need to figure out how to get up in here. Then we still need to get up in there. But we only have this. Okay, let's just see. I'm gonna hopefully skip across that really quick. Is that higher now? We should still be able to get that. I don't know. I'm gonna quick load. Just because I know that works, and I don't wanna... Yeah, that was definitely messed up from last time. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave that as is right now. We know it works. I just don't want to get to the point where our test screws it up, and then I save over top of that. So we do know it works, which is totally fine. What I need to do now is at least get a quick look at the one that is by our escape vehicle here. So that is right nice and close. It's higher up, so it should be easy to just pop. Okay, so we really just need to get onto the roof here. Okay, so that's all easy jumping. Ideally, I guess we would get up at this point here. We can move the cart, which is cool. What else do we need here, if anything? Okay, so we're going to be coming through here. So we'll probably want... I don't know if there's another horse? Or something? We'll have to see. Yes, there is. Okay, perfect. Because I was going to say, like, it would be really nice to have a horse on either side. So we'll have this one. Okay. Because that way, basically, as soon as we get off the bridge here, we'll have this horse be able to run us. Does it jump too? It does, but I don't know how reliable that is. Okay. Okay. So it will help us for a couple of seconds anyways. So let's say we take the horse to this wall, I would imagine. Okay. I don't think these are explosive, but in the odd chance that they are, they must not be. Okay. We're gonna pull this wagon. Kind of hard to steer, but must be hitting something. I'm not. It must just be really heavy. Or it's getting stuck on the lantern. Okay. That's that. Pull. What am I stuck on? Try this now. Gonna get a running start with this thing. Okay. So that'll help. That should be fine. Should be just fine. Use this blow lamp in here. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay. Going to just save first. I'm gonna sledge this corner of the wagon out just so it doesn't give us issues when we're actually making the run. I'm gonna have to chop all this stuff out of the way too. Got a lot of garbage piled up here. I want to be able to put a nice flat plank down. I don't want to get stuck on the fence either, so let's just get that out of there. Okay. So ideally then, we would have a plank, say, here. It's easy enough to scale. I know that looks probably stupid, but honestly it just kind of helps highlight where we need to be like jumping and stuff too. Like even that is really kind of pointless, but at least with that. Okay, nice smooth. We're all good here. Okay, so just so we don't get stuck on that little incline, I'll probably put a plank, because this game likes planks way better than it likes roofs. We should be able to just run up that and not have to jump. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we're just going right to the car. Okay, so that's... Okay, so in a nutshell, that's basically going to be our plan. So at least we can start kind of mapping right now. I know I need to make it here. Where did we put that? Okay. So boom. Up to there, obviously. Okay. And then just come shooting off. Spray, spray, spray. Right to the car. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that part is done. Let me just map out the rest of this side, and then we can just go to work on connecting the dots on the other side here then. So this horse, I don't know if I trust it to hop over that mountain, but we'll try. Maybe. Just keep right across. A little off center, but come up the plank, come up this plank, hop onto the roof. Okay, now what? I want to just make this as easy as possible. We're not going to be running that. That's going to be perfect. And then right up the plank into the garbage, and then we're off. Okay, so that's basically this entire side. Awesome. Okay, so that works just fine. So that's one objective. Two objective is right there. So again, I don't want to mess with this temperamental bridge right now. Temperamental. So let's hop back over on this side and figure out how we go about getting up that building quickly. I think that's going to be the most difficult part now. Okay, so we do actually have a ladder that we can bring here. So let's do that, knowing that it's not going to break now. I can kind of just toss it around a bit. As long as I can get it through and don't lose it. Okay. There we go. So we'll take this on through. We've got another really good ladder here. Again, though. So I think actually at this point it makes more sense to do the ladder on this side. I know we spent time... Yeah. Yeah, because we're going to need to basically round this corner here. Yeah, so this still does make sense as our starting line. Okay, so with that then, let's figure out if we can position this properly. And I have to figure out where that other horse is too. I know we had one, I just have to figure out where that is. Okay. Oh my. Like, honestly, that would probably work, but I just want to be sure that's not gonna work. Pick this up, straighten it up, try again. I gotta pick it up a little higher, I think. Give this a go. Like, the way you have to angle this is so weird. Oh, I screwed it up again. Okay, that's not what I want. I wonder though if we could still do something with that. Like, even still, that looks really weird, but maybe work. Just trying to get a little better of an angle on it, but I'm not making it stick anymore. Okay, that's a little better. I think it just keeps coming down though. Okay, well that's at least straight. It's just, it doesn't really get us anywhere. I don't know how we had that other one stuck on the roof. Is it the one leading on the fence? Okay. Flip this over. Where is this? Okay. It's not half bad. If I can chip this corner out, and like even if I have to put a plank here to connect things, that won't necessarily be too bad. So the planks work really well to like bridge little gaps here, so let's see. Just trying to make a nice clean line up to here is really my overall goal for this. Like, this is wedged in. That's always my other concern, is you become too reliant on this and then it just tips you, but... Okay, so we should be able to make a plank from here to here. It's a little janky, but again, it should work. Yes. Okay. Now we've got that other ladder, that's what, on this side? Where was that? Am I losing it? I thought we had a ladder here. Oh yeah, we used it for the bridge. Okay. Not a huge deal. We'll just have to fashion our own something here. Okay, so what does this actually look like then? How do we get up there? Okay. I'm gonna see if we can use this wall almost to make a nice little ramp. Just give us some clearance here. Just want to make it that it's nice and streamlined when we actually come up this plank. So you can see we've got a little bit of a ramp going here already. just want to be careful that I don't end up smacking this out of the air already, because I'm not ready to start yet. But this actually isn't as difficult as I was thinking it could have potentially been. Oh, it's actually still higher than I thought. Okay. Nowhere. Okay. Let's just see here really quickly. Boom. Up here. That might be an issue. I just want to make sure that we don't overrun that. Like, okay. Then what? Okay, so we basically had that same kind of strategy with this. Where did that go now? So how do I connect the dots here? Actually, I might. I don't know if I would be able to do that. It'd be really nice if we got up here. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna try. Like, I guess at that point, we would come up there. Just need to make this last little bit. We could probably stick like a plank here. Okay. Might be able to just stick a plank to the steel and then get the angle that we need. So we would come up there. Then what do I need? Try a plank here. Okay. That's the only issue, is I don't know. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I just have to move this. Let's quickly save. Oh. Awesome. Let's just clear all of this. I don't know if on a run I'm going to remember what my actual plan was. I have to kind of visualize this a bit here now. Okay, so in theory we'll grab that one. Let's spray this. Up this ladder. Okay. Up here. Okay. We're going to go up here. And then I need to turn behind me. Hop on this. That's not so bad. Ooh. We just have to keep it moving though, because it does, if we lose any momentum, it's pretty steep. It makes us slide, but okay. So that's not so bad. We're not gonna have height. I guess it doesn't really matter. We just grab that and hop off then. So we're going to want that horse probably in and around here. Take us here. And then we need to figure out how to get that one done. Okay. So there's really only one more that we need to figure out. I know there's a couple that have taken a little while here. But there's really only one left to figure out. Chop all these trees. Again, I'm not confident in that horse's ability to jump over them. I have to find, we have the black horse all stationed and ready to go, so that's sweet, but I gotta find where the brown one went. Okay, so with this, again, I want to just make a nice clean line. We'll just go right here. Oh, I heard him. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Let's get him stationed to where we need to go. Basically anywhere here, but this is what we're going to be aiming for when we get that piece. So I don't know exactly how far I can jump from up there. I don't want him to run start. Let's just quickly save this. Okay, so that's good to go. Get a plank, and then actually I wonder we could definitely fashion something with that, but running along the trees would be ideal. Yeah, we should be able to do something with this. Let me just quickly make a plank from the root to the tree. Figure out how far that stretches. Okay. And then from here, just to there should be fine. I don't need this, it's very apparent, but I'm gonna just make that a little cleaner. Okay. So boom. We don't even have to jump, it's right there. Okay. Okay, actually, that should be perfect. So spray can here, we can grab it from here. And then we're off to the races. We'll do our bridge. Walk on that right now, but that's sweet. So we'll hop off here. Perfect. That should be pretty good. I think we're basically ready to go. Let me just finish painting real quick. Actually, I wanted to set this up. Maybe we don't really need to. We'll take the horse right to the wall. Just go up the wall. I think we're good to try it, honestly. The only thing, maybe I'll test this horse placement really quick, just because. And then I think we're pretty well good. That is such a bad ladder. Okay. That's the only thing that's going to give me issues here, but... Okay, that's sick. I could probably move him up just a bit, because I want the option when we're falling in this, when we're falling to be able to just attach on. Okay. I guess I'll just map this really quick. Actually, it's gonna start. It's kind of nice because hopefully I can just. This might have fallen a little bit now. Okay, quick save. It probably did already fall, so I don't know if I'm actually really gonna be able to use it. Okay, that might be a little better. Basically trying to just stand right under that. I'm gonna see if I can just grab a barrel so we can stand on it, but I want to just make sure that I can start basically right away here. Oh, no. Okay. See if there's something else that I can stand on with this chair. It doesn't really matter what we choose to stand on. I just need something that's going to get me a little bit more height. Honestly, I could probably put a plank here even. Honestly, that's not where we need it to be either. Just, this thing's pretty rickety at this point. Oh yeah. I think this is just getting worse. Okay. I can jump though. Okay, so I need to jump and aim for there. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. This is gonna be the hardest part right here. It's just getting these jumps right. Okay. Nice. Didn't have the option there. Okay, but everything else is going pretty well so far. Yoink. Okay, this one's gonna be pretty interesting too. Oh. Okay. It's a little weird, but we got it. Right to the wall. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is working like a dream. We got all 5. Boom out into the car. So that wasn't the cleanest run, but we still had 12 seconds left, which is absolutely awesome. Perfect. You can see here we got 5 out of 5 targets required. Perfect. 12 seconds left. Took us about 40 minutes to set up, but a really fun one. Honestly, I thought it was actually going to be a little harder, but once we actually started putting our plan together, we were able to figure it out pretty quickly. Again, this is the second time now that we were able to basically kind of do our complete setup, and it worked on our first try. Usually, I mean, especially in the base game, there was a couple of times where we had to spend even more time going back after a couple of test runs and really kind of making the smallest adjustments, because very literally we have had more than one escape with 0.1 seconds left, so some of them are very, very difficult. But 2 successful missions, banged out pretty quickly here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Friendly Frenzy Games on YouTube. We've already got a bunch of Teardown content on there. Obviously though, with this new addition for the DLC campaign, Time Campers, we are going to be having much more fun with this one, so definitely make sure you subscribe if you like what you see, and come hang out with us. We're looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. So have a great day, everybody.